everyone. So you voted, and today's pick a card is what is the next big change or big event that will affect your life coming up. So we have 3 piles to choose from. I will put a picture on the screen. There's 3 crystals there too to help you decide. Use your intuition to pick which pile. So normally I would use a different deck for each of the piles or groups, but we're actually going to be using all 3 of these decks in today's video. So yeah, timestamps will be down below. If more than one pile calls to you, there's probably a message in both for you, or if all 3, listen to all of them and just, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But today we're asking Spirit, what big change or changes, what's like something major that's going to like rock your world? We don't know yet if it's going to be positive, negative, or what's going to happen, but what's the next big thing that's going to happen to you? So again, timestamps are down below, and we will go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So we have tarot cards here, Lenormand cards, oracle cards, Kipper specifically, and some astro dice. So what do I want to start with? So pile 1 is Unikite. And how about we start with Kipper, since that is on top, and we'll see what like the theme is for you guys, or we'll just go with what Spirit wants. Whoa, my incense is going crazy over here. I don't think you could see because the air's on. I'm using my Blue Yeti mic, so the volume should be okay, hopefully. I pressed record, yes. Spirit, what is the next big thing that is going to occur in group number 1's life? Please provide a clear and accurate answer about what is going to happen. Thank you, Spirit guides, my guides, for those watching, for your messages, for protecting me and those watching while this reading is occurring. And yeah, just one card, please, Spirit. What is the next thing that's going to happen? We have here main male reversed. So for some of you, maybe this could indicate a splitting with your main man, if that is relevant, but we're going to get more information to see how that applies. Maybe that means also there won't be just one partner in your life, maybe there'll be multiple, or there'll be something happening with the main male in your life, and if you're male, maybe that pertains to you, but it's a prominent figure, the main male energy here. I'm saying energy, so I know this is a general reading, just so take it as you will. Let's get another Kipper card. What does this pertain to with this main male? And then we have despair reversed as well. So potentially this could mean that some of you are moving on from a relationship, but in a positive way. Maybe you felt heartbroken in the past by this person, by this energy that first came out, and this means you are moving on to bigger, better things and no longer feeling upset. Whatever this big next change is for you, group 1, you are going to be feeling more positive, I'm saying, not more negative. When I first saw the main male reverse, I wasn't sure, but now I'm seeing here that you will be getting over some sort of despair, so that is good news. Don't worry, we'll get more specifics in a second. Let's get one more of these and then we'll move on to the tarot. And we'll roll some astro dice too to see if we can figure out who this energy is, if that helps any of you. And then we have great fortune here reversed too. So maybe this has to do with getting over some financial loss because of a divorce or a relationship, or you were really upset because you maybe spent a lot of money and a lot of time, not even just like money, like fortune. Like I'm thinking of like, I think time is money, honestly. And maybe you spent so much time on someone, you thought they were the one, the main, character in your life. It didn't work out, and it really left you feeling, super brokenhearted. So that is true for some of you. I'm seeing here that, maybe you did take some kind of financial hit, or some, time was, taken from you. You devoted so much to this relationship or this person or whatever this is in your specific case, but Spirit's saying that don't think of it that way. Think of it as like a learning experience, and that things end because they are not meant for you and better things are coming. And I think that you are I can see here that you are starting to realize that. And that is huge, to realize your self-worth and that you deserve more and that things come to an end for a reason. Because there's better for you. There's something else on your path your guides are bringing you towards. What is that? Spirit, please provide more information for group 1. We have here 10 of Swords. Yes, so I am seeing that there's some sort of heartbreak and there's some ending here. But this ending is going to lead ultimately to better things. It might feel painful, but it's leading you to such better heights. Like you're going to be leveling up. Spirit is saying. Look at this. Celebration. 4 of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be some... I think you guys, actually, for most of you watching group 1, I think you've already kind of experienced the worst of it, the pain, the despair that's shown here reversed. And I think you're stepping up into this, like this level up, like I said, and it's going to be a celebration. Literally, some of you might be having some kind of thing happen that is literally like calls for a celebration. 4 of Wands can also indicate maybe a home, maybe you're moving or buying a house, or that could also have to do with that great fortune being reversed, actually, that maybe there was a breakup for some of you, and then other of you, you are spending money, but it's going to be something that's great. It's going to be like for a new home or an apartment or a party, travel. So since the despair is reversed next to losing some money there, the great fortune reversed, I'm also with that party card, I'm thinking you're spending money on something that is going to be cause for celebration, and it's coming after something ending, so it's going to be extra fun celebrating that. You're going to need that good time. And then we have here 7 of Wands. Yeah, for those that are relating to the story about like breaking up and moving on from someone and realizing your self-worth, I see like you're going to be spending a lot of time like on yourself, and you are going to have like a lot of suitors. I always feel funny when I say that, but like a lot of people are going to be like after you, but you're kind of like doing your own thing. If that's your case, like maybe you're hanging out with your friends and stuff. I feel like you're taking care of yourself and you just have no interest in these people that are coming towards you. But I also see here the leveling up. See how, doesn't this card look like she's literally elevated above the people below? Like you don't have any time, any patience. You don't even give people the time of day that aren't on your level anymore. You're leveling up as like all the people you used to hang out with. I think you're not all of them, but like the majority of the people, you know, they cause you despair. They like you're realizing like you're so much better off without them, and then you literally are gonna like meet new friends, new people, new job, new opportunities, and they're gonna be so much better that you're just not even gonna look behind. Like, you know, might have broken your heart or left you feeling really shitty at one point, but you're like over it. You're on to a new and better thing, and they're like, thank you, Spirit. Oh, I know. I learned the lesson. I deserve better. Like, and you're just going to be feeling really good. I see some of you having, getting into shape or, like, being healthier, if that relates to some of you guys. That could be, like, with your self-love journey, like, maybe taking up, like, yoga or something like that. It could be even just, like, better mental health, but I see better health overall for you, too, group 1. Yeah, I see overall, like, for every scenario, it's moving past something really bad that has happened. And what really bad is will differ for each person, and the severity of bad, you know, we all have different pasts, different lives, different experiences. And then we have death or rebirth is the next one. Total transformation, yes. The old you is out, the new you is here, and it's literally like rebirth. I love how on this deck it says rebirth, because I always think of death as like, you know, a transformation. Like some people don't like the death card, but it's really usually before they understand what it means. In most cases, like it rarely means death. You know, it's usually about like just, you know, transforming into the new you. You're leveling up. This is awesome. And following your passions, the bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, it's all positive vibes from here, you guys. I think some of you may not believe me right now because you're still in this like 10 of Swords, like feeling really crappy and deceived and despair and stuff like that, or like, oh, like you lost money or whatever. But you're going to have so much more joy, time to spend on yourself and your passions. You're gonna like, maybe some of you have always been in a relationship or something like that, or you're like afraid of being alone, but you're gonna learn to love to be alone and do your own thing and spend time doing what you love, and you're not gonna be worried about finances. If you guys put in money to something, don't worry about that, because Spirit's saying that it'll come back. It actually, the day I'm filming this, I did a short on my YouTube and on my TikTok. And it was Ace of Pentacles reversed. And I got this feeling like I am right now. I'm like, you know, that does usually mean like, you know, a loss of finance or like, you know, something material. But I didn't get a bad feeling. And I looked at the bottom of the deck and it was the Justice card. And it made sense to me. Like sometimes, oh, whoa, something just came out here. This goes with our reading. But sometimes, you know, you got to put in sacrifice. You always do for success in any sort of thing. You have to put, it doesn't always have to be money, but you have to sacrifice something like your time, your resources in order to move ahead. So I think that's the case here. So if you're feeling like, you know, burnt out or like something like that, like you lost money on something, don't worry, because I see only leveling up from here. And also I could see here too that you are recovering from a broken heart. And again, this doesn't mean you have to be a female and that the person that broke your heart or whatever was a male, but there's a divine feminine, divine masculine energy here. And this shows that you're going to be moving past that. And it also could be, you know, a broken heart doesn't always have to be like from a person. You know, I mean, a person. That's true too, but I mean, it doesn't always have to be from like a lover. It could be like friend or family situation. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Anchor reverse. So yeah, I'm seeing here that a lot of you aren't feeling very stable right now, but what's coming towards you is stability. And not only that, like passion, rebirth, like literally leveling up from this darker place you've been in. Is this Pluto? We have transformation. Yes, Pluto means like death, rebirth, like the card we already just drew. And then we have the fifth house here, which is all about like creativity, like following your passions. And it could have to do with children. Maybe you'll be spending more time with your children. Some of you might even have a child. That could be something that changed your life. Or maybe there's been like some kind of difficulty with like divorce and kids or something like that, but that will get better. And then we have here Gemini. So I see you being more social, if that is the case. Maybe some of you guys have Gemini in your chart, or it's in the fifth house specifically, or this could help you figure out who the other person is. So this could have to do with that 10 of Swords energy, but I'm seeing Gemini mostly here is like being social, spending time with other people, having a good time, which is so great. And with the fifth house too, that has to do with like really being creative and following your passions, and also like have like children and that like childlike joy. It doesn't mean you actually have to be having children. I've had children in the past. Like if you're like, oh, what are you talking about? No way. It could just be like having that like that joy of a child, the innocent joy, like doing what you love. Like kind of reminds me of it here. So that is what I have for you guys. It's only up from here. Again, I feel like you guys aren't believing me right now. Maybe you guys have started this transcending, like, transcending, is that the right word? But yeah, I feel like some of you may believe me if you've started the process of like feeling better after something traumatic, but yeah, I don't really see anything negative besides what you may be currently feeling now. So the next big change is like literal rebirth and changing and leveling up in life in whatever way that means for you. So let me know how this resonates for you, Group 1. Leave a comment down below. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you do so before you go, and that means I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Now let's move on to group number 2. We have here this little stone. I think it starts with an L. I don't know, lepidolite maybe? Let's get started though. So how about we start with tarot for you, because your stone was on the tarot deck. And then we'll go to Kipper, and then, yeah, we'll figure it all out from there. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip. I know I'm drinking a beer. I don't drink often. I'm not buzzed. This is my first drink. I wasn't going to do this on camera because I know some people like, I think you guys are going to have more fun in your life, but let's see. Spirit, can you please provide some information on what is the next big change that is coming for our group number 2? What big transformation, change, is something unexpected, maybe maybe they might know what it is, but it's something big that they're not sure about happening. What is the next big change, next big event that is going to occur for our group number 2? Please provide a clear and accurate message and answer to this question, Spirit guides of those watching, my spirit guides, ancestors, angels, God, thank you so much for being here and allowing me a channel for our group number 2. What is the next big thing to happen to group number 2? We have here 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be work related. Maybe you're getting a promotion or just being more satisfied with your work. Maybe you're getting a promotion, a raise of some sort, but the 8 of Pentacles is like happily working. And maybe some of you will be happily working at like your hobby too. Like here there shows someone working with like herbs and maybe following your passion more. Maybe really figuring out what your passion is or what your path is. That could be it for a lot of you in this group number 2. And that's huge, figuring out what path you want to take. Because I know that's hard. And it changes throughout life too. Like maybe you thought you were on the right path. And there's no right or wrong. But maybe you thought you enjoyed the path you're on. I can tell the Spirit's like confirming right now and talking through me. But maybe, you know, you put all this effort into something else and you realize it wasn't really for you. And now you're like kind of figuring out what your interests are, your new interests are, what your passions are. And you're following that. Maybe you're going to be making it a career, which is awesome. Even if you're not, you're definitely following what you're passionate about and you're happily working. And I think it's going to be very rewarding. Very rewarding. Ooh. 6 of Pentacles is next. So yes, this is definitely something career, money, material related. And this has to do with like flow of money and receiving gifts and money. So I think that confirms that some of you will be getting a pay raise or a new job. And then we have here Queen of Cups. So maybe this new life path I was talking about has to do with like a spiritual awakening you may have had. Maybe some of you are very intuitive and that's what your path is. Maybe something that was your hobby, like how in this first card she's like working with herbs. Maybe some of you like have an apothecary or something like that. Maybe you're writers, something like creative, something you've become passionate about. Like maybe for some of you, maybe it was your whole life, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's something you became more passionate about in recent times, and you're going to be able to profit off it, monetize your passion. And Spirit's saying to follow your gut and your instincts right now because you are intuitive and your spirit guides are definitely with you. I feel like for some of you, the next big thing that's going to happen is a spiritual awakening. If that relates to, sometimes you don't even know when it's coming and it can be pretty intense, but it's always going to lead to something beautiful. And I see here it'll lead to a new path, or it'll enhance the path you're on and bring forth more money. And it's going to be like a flow. Yeah, maybe some of you are even going to become like Reiki healers or something like that. It's coming to me. I don't know much about that, but that's something I've been thinking about exploring. So if you are, hit me up. Maybe you can be my Reiki teacher. And then we have 9 of Swords, but it's in reverse. So this is showing me that you're moving past something that was causing a lot of anxiety and stress. This could also, paired with the Queen of Cups, could have to do with that like spiritual awakening. Maybe you're just like, and also being really upset with your current career plan or maybe finances. But Spirit's saying here that, look, we have 10 of Swords reversed on the bottom, that you're going to be getting over any kind of financial stress. If that's the case, be more satisfied with your work and be more satisfied spiritually as well. So that's beautiful. Let's get some more cards here. We're going to use Kipper now. Spirit, can you provide more information on the next big change that's occurring for our group number 2? Yeah, all the pain and misery, anxiety is reversed here. So I think a lot of it might be financial stress, and you're going to get out of that. And it's going to be doing, not even like just getting a job that you just get money from. It's going to be rewarding as hell. And I feel like a lot of you might be something that was a hobby that turns into like a passion project that turns into something you monetize. And then we have, like some of you too are going to be getting over bad health. We have bad health reversed here. So if you guys have been struggling with health issues of any sort, it could be, actually a lot of you, it could be something like anxiety or depression, since we have the 9 of Swords reversed here and 10 of Swords reversed. So this confirms that you'll be getting over any thing like that, but it could be any kind of ailment. That's amazing that that's reversed. So you'll be getting over bad health. Some of you, it may pertain, like if you don't think that resonates with you, if you've been feeling fine, it could be like a family member, someone close to you. You'll know if, while you're watching this, who that pertains to. But I think it's, for the most part, I think it's something mental, like anxiety or depression or fear, worry, which can actually lead to a lot of other health problems. But I see your health improving on top of all these other things. It's like, once you start doing what you love, your body starts, you treat your body well. You're like just more aware of things. You're more in touch with your body, more in tune. I could see with the Queen of Cups. And that just helps, lead you to better health, less anxiety, less stress, and a more beautiful life. Wow. And then we have here Thief. So be careful that, like, maybe if you have some ideas about, what you want to do or a new business or something, maybe just be careful about who you trust. Also with your finances, once you start making more money, which I see you guys are going to, you might have some people just like, crawling back into your life all of a sudden, be like, hey, what's up? Once you're like successful. I don't get this feeling that it's going to be anything bad. I would just be cautious that, about who comes into your life once you level up, like, and start making more money. Just be a little bit careful. Because I feel like you guys in this group are very trusting and loving of other people, and sometimes you get taken advantage of, and Spirit wants you to make sure that you are careful, especially once your new money comes rolling in. And then we have here Despair, which I think, along with the bad health reverse, I think you guys are getting over despair, and some of you guys might be in this mindset right now. Maybe some of you do feel like you were taken advantage of financially, and that could be some of that stress, but I don't see that as like the big thing coming. I see you overcoming this despair with that Nine of Swords right above it. Maybe some of you guys are upset because of a father figure, authority figure. Maybe that has to do with the bad health card too. It could be even just a mature man you're dealing with, or a mature person, mature energy that was causing some despair that you're moving forward. Let's roll the astro dice down to get some more information on that. We have here Sagittarius. We have Venus in the 11th house. So maybe some of you will be making that money I was talking about online, because the 11th house can represent online communities like social media. So maybe some of you will be sharing what you do online, or that'll be like the main part of your business or your work. And Sagittarius could also mean some of you could be going back to school or in school, depending on what stage you are in life. No matter what age you are, you can go back to school, but the Eight of Pentacles for some of you may be like doing higher learning. Like once you realize what your passion is, you might go back to school or just take some classes online, actually. This could also indicate some travel for some of you. So if that's the case, that thief thing could be like when you go to other countries, sometimes, as a foreigner traveling, sometimes you're more likely to get targeted for theft. So that could be something just to pay attention to. And also I'm seeing here, it says not hiring in the background, and that's making me think you guys, that's what your despair is. But like we said, you're going to get that job, and you're not even just going to have the job, you're going to be satisfied with it. And then with Venus, this could be Taurus or Libra for some of you, but this also has to do with wealth and material possessions and beauty. And I think in this case specifically, it has to do with like your wealth and finances increasing, but also I think you guys are going to be feeling more beautiful because you're going to be feeling more healthy, and that's a beautiful thing. So, and your mind's going to be clear, you're going to be expanding your mind, and that is just going to expand your life. So yeah, education, work, which is, if you are thinking about going back to school or taking classes online, that's going to lead you to the path of getting that job that brings in more money and following your passion. So if you've been thinking about that and you're watching this and it resonates, this is definitely a sign to go for it. And don't be like, oh, I don't want to follow my passion or dream because no one's hiring that job or whatever. Spirit's saying that you could monetize it yourself. You can make your own business. You'll figure out a way. And if you're thinking you can't follow your passion because of health issues, Spirit's saying that's not true. Don't let that hold you back, because you will feel better once you start doing what you love. I can tell Spirit is very present here for this group right now. So I hope that resonated for you guys, my group number 2. Let me know in the comment down below what you think. And if this resonated too, let me know if you're comfortable in the comments what this is all about, what you're passionate, if you're going back to school or starting a new job, all of that, because I see that for a lot of you here. And travel too is definitely possible. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you haven't already subscribed, I hope you consider doing so before you go, and that will mean I'll see you in the next video. Bye, group 2. Hello, group number 3, last but not least. So you guys chose the chevron, I think it's called. It's amethyst with some white quartz in it. So we are going to start off with, like I've been doing, the Lenormand deck, which, now that I think about it, I don't know if I used them for the last deck, but I think nothing's a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. But we're going to start off with it for your group and see what is the next big change, next big event, what's going to happen to you next. It's considered big. So Spirit, please provide some messages, clear and accurate messages about what the next big thing that is going to happen for our group number 3. Thank you for allowing me to channel messages to group number 3 on what the next big changes are. Thank you, spirit guides of those watching, and mine, ancestors, God, source, angels. Thank you so much for being here and helping with this reading and protecting us. What is the next big thing for group number 3? Woo. We have here flowers. So this means an unexpected gift usually, or a gift, something new blooming, but perhaps love, but definitely like a gift is the main meaning for that card. So that's a great start. Spirit, can you provide more information, please, for our group number 3? Ooh. We have here, I can get it. We have here, I believe it's called the chariot, or we have a horse. So maybe some of you will be traveling, or you could be getting a new car, or be fixing your car. Maybe that could be part of this like unexpected gift, or maybe it's even a gift to yourself, travel or a car. It could be, it doesn't have to be like far travel, but it could be distant, or it could be like somewhere close by. Maybe even treating yourself to like a staycation, but there's some sort of travel or car thing, a gift as well. This could also be someone moving into your life, like charging forward. But I see, like, it's kind of like with the traditional tarot, like the chariot, like a lot of times has to do with forward movement, like travel or a car. Yes. And then we have here the mountain, which has to do with overcoming obstacles. So maybe some of you actually like literally have had some car issues or issues because of COVID, traveling and not being able to see family. And maybe that will be the next big thing, is that you're going to be able to finally travel and see your loved ones. Like the flowers too, like could mean like when you first see, when you have like someone you haven't seen in a while, or they're like at the door with flowers in their hand, like someone you haven't been able to see for a while, or maybe it's even like a first date with the flowers in that case. But I think for those that resonate with that, if you haven't been able to see loved ones that live far, or you haven't been able to travel and you love traveling, maybe you're traveling somewhere that has mountains, maybe you're going skiing, maybe you're doing something that has to do with overcoming obstacles too. If the traveling doesn't relate, it could just be like maybe there's been something you've been working on for a long time and you feel like you just can't reach the top. You know, you've just been working hard and so hard, and it's just like not going your way, or it's been really difficult. But this is showing me here that you are going to make it. You're going to overcome any obstacles, and it might be at a quicker speed than you realize or expect too. Yeah. Spirit, can you provide more information on group number 3? What next big thing is coming for group number 3? Yeah, definitely, it's awesome. I'm getting like positive, good things for all of the groups. Like, and that's wasn't my intention. You know, I kept a clear slate in my head, obviously with Spirit tune. So let's see what's coming up. We have here 10 of Cups reversed. So yeah, this is making me think or confirm that for a lot of you there has been trouble with family, seeing family, spending time with family. Maybe distance has been an issue for some of you. maybe that has been the obstacle that's like, you know, just being like your relationship or with your loved ones or your like family, partner, or your children may have been strained. And that's something that has been the obstacle. Maybe for some people, it's like your family. I don't know why this is coming through because it doesn't really have to do with all of the cards, but maybe your family doesn't approve of your relationship for some reason. Like maybe they're very like traditional or like, you know, whatever. And that's why you haven't seen them for a while. And that could be them finally like seeing that love is love, you know, etc. So that is great. So that's coming through like, yeah, maybe, you know, you're in a same-sex marriage, trans, something like that. Or it's just like different cultures for some of you. And that I'm getting a message. This might be just for like one person, but that that your family is going to come to terms with it or like accept it. And it's going to be like that. That's what the flower, that blessing is going to be. And then we have 3 of Pentacles here reversed. So yeah, this is also making me think, see, it's like a stop or like a stop sign or traffic light reverse kind of, even though that's not really what it's meant to be. It's like something like woven. But I feel like this is showing me that you haven't been able to travel, or you haven't had a car, you've had car issues, you haven't been able to go see loved ones. I'm being repetitive, I know, but like this is showing me that you haven't been able to move forward in some way. Even if it's not a car, you haven't been able to move forward with something. But I'm seeing that right above it, that horse like charging forward, that, and then that mountain there, like you're going to be moving forward, and that obstacle is like going to be overcome. And the very first card was flowers, which means gift. I have the Lenormand, like I've been studying the Lenormand on my own. I don't use it often in readings because I've been, you know, it was newer to me, but now I think I've got it all down. And then we have Knight of Cups reversed. So maybe some of you, a few of you could be ending a relationship with a water sign, or there could be something with someone that like is a prince charmer, but really like a, you know, cheating. And they don't necessarily have to cheat, but kind of like a player vibe coming through there. There's also a horse there. So maybe some of you, that could be you're like no longer dealing with those types of people. I mean, there's flowers and a horse in both of those. So I'm wondering if that's been the obstacle. Like you've been having this trouble with someone, Knight of Cups. It doesn't mean they have to be a water sign, but that could be it. But I think you might be getting some kind of message from them. Oops, if you could drop there. And it's something unexpected, like you didn't expect to hear from someone, because there's a horse and there's flowers, and then there's also this letter in that card too. And with the 10 of Cups reversed, maybe you thought something was over, but then you're getting like the green light or something, or like it's just been not progressing forward at all. But all of a sudden, it's like I'm getting the energy that it's like the same person coming back. Spirit, can you provide another card to clarify this, please? Is someone trying to come back into group number 3's light? Some of you, this might actually not be wanted, but for some of you, it may be. Maybe there was a third party involvement. Now we have King of Swords upright. So maybe this could represent you. Some of you guys are an air sign, or this is just a totally new person. Maybe you're overcoming, like getting by that, you know, player, not non-committal type. Some people see this card, the Knight of Cups, is like the perfect like mate and stuff, whatever. I see it different. I mean, I read intuitively too, but like a lot of times like right now, I see it as someone that's like, especially reverse, like non-committal, kind of a player, like charmer type. But if this is related to you, I think I see someone new coming in here. And remember I said first date earlier? Coming to the door with flowers. I think it's going to be someone that wasn't your type before, that's more like harder to get to know. They're not a charmer. Like they might be charming, whatever, but they don't put on a front. They're very intellectual, and they don't play games, and that's amazing. This kind of reminds me of a game too, with the 3 of Pentacles reverse. God, that reminds me of Squid Games too. Remember that, like, whatever but well, I can't even think of the name. But I don't know. I can't even think of it because this person doesn't play games. Like red light, green light. That is so easy. I couldn't come up with it because this person, like, they're not a child. They don't mess around with that. They're serious. So the new person's coming into your life that isn't going to seem like it's like maybe it might be hard to get to know them like at first, but it's not like they're closed off. They're just, that's just how they are, you know. They're more cautious with their heart. Like maybe they've been wounded in the past. Like, I mean, it looks like you guys probably have too. But they're very smart and they're very wise and they're very caring too. And I see a dragonfly here, which I think is such a beautiful sign. There's bats, a bird, a raven, and an owl. Like this person, and they, like, you know, handsome, kind of rugged, like they've been through it. They're going to be someone you don't expect, and they're going to come into your life. And definitely a different person than this Knight of Cups. And they're like more mature. No matter what the ages are of people, they're more mature. They could even be younger than the last person you're with. And the gender doesn't matter here, by the way, you guys. I mean, we were already talking about like same-sex marriage earlier, but they're going to be mature. Like you're going from a knight to a king, you know, like more life experience. And this is someone that is very decisive and wise, and maybe they have like a really great career, but their eyes are on you, and they're not the type to play games. Like I said, that, yeah, for a lot of you, that's going to be it, a new relationship with someone that is actually relationship worthy. And I don't think you're going to expect it, because I think you're still hung up on this person that's playing games with you. Oh yeah, there's a few different stories for you, group number 3, the family thing, and then this relationship. Yeah, let's get one more card from the tarot and then move on to the Kipper, and then we'll get some astro dice, and maybe that'll confirm or get more information on the person. And then we have Temperance reversed. So this could mean like too much of something. A lot of times I see maybe there's been something you've been doing like not in moderation, and maybe this new person's going to help you. Let me look at this for a second. Yeah, I feel like for a long time now, even if you've been in relationships, even if you are now, I feel like it hasn't really been like a blended, peaceful thing. Like it hasn't been like you guys are both putting in the effort, both, you know, it's not karmic teamwork, if that makes sense. Like, and you're just meant to move on. If you know what I mean, maybe this person that you're hung up on or you're still with, the next person that's coming into your life, it's like you guys are going to just like, it's going to be like a karmic relationship and not like something that is just so imbalanced. Maybe the person you used to be with, maybe they were a drinker or emotional or something like that. Oh wow, King of Cups just flew out. I didn't even mean to do any more cards to that. And it's reversed, and I said emotional. I said that, so maybe it's just been like an emotional roller coaster. There's someone that is very self-centered before, and the next person that's coming into your life is not going to be that way. And this could even be you overcoming that, like growing up. It doesn't matter about age, but like, you know, coming to terms that like maybe the relationships you've had in the past weren't the right ones for you because, and maybe you acted certain ways, but that was like your inner voice, like your intuition, your guides trying to tell you that the situation wasn't right, but then you just kind of acted out, like defied your own brain and stuff, and maybe tried to like overindulge in drinking or just like in fighting with the person, whatever it is, and to try and hide like the truth. And now you're realizing that that type of person, that situation, whatever it is for you, is not right, and you're going to move into calmer waters for sure. Let's get some astro dice to see. Then we still have to do the Kipper cards, right? So we have here South Node. You're learning from the past and moving forward. And we have Pisces. So maybe this is a timeless reading, but Pisces season started today. And that also could be like someone that is more open and you like emotionally that you're going to be with. Even though the King of Swords is someone that's very like mentally like strong and stuff like that, they're still like balanced. You know, they still have emotions and stuff, but they're just not like, or like mean or playing games or anything like that, like I mentioned earlier. This also could be you listening to your intuition and learning from past mistakes when you move forward. And then we have the 5th house, which is like creativity. It could also have to do with like children. So some of you might be spending more time with children or just feeling like a child again, no matter what your age is, because you're with someone new and it's so exciting. Maybe that travel I mentioned in the very beginning could have to do with seeing someone, kids in your family or just family in general. Maybe you're the child of the family and you're getting to see them again once you're able to travel. Maybe some of you will literally be getting pregnant with children this Pisces season, or it doesn't matter when. Let's get some Kipper cards. Also, the 5th house in Pisces could be in your chart, but the South Node's all about learning from the past, like karmic things, and moving forward, and that totally makes sense with these. And moving forward with the horse in the very beginning. I think you guys are getting long and free. I'm getting like 2 major stories for you guys. Okay. What else does group number 3 need to know about the next big change? Is the 5th house Leo? Yeah, this new person, for those that this resonates with. Even the people you haven't seen for a while, if you do travel and see people from the past, some of them too, like if you go to see family you haven't seen for a while, and this new person coming into your life is just going to make you feel like a star. You're just going to feel so sunshiny. Great. We have your family room. So this kind of, it was reversed. So this kind of confirms that a lot of you may not have been able to be with your family. And that goes with the whole first story. That's kind of nice. We're like going back to that. Maybe some of you recently have had like family disruption and like breakups, you know, or just like home hasn't really felt very nice because you've been in a disrupted, you know, relationship. Let's get more cards here. Family room. I've never pulled that card from this deck before. Family room. We did have a family room and a living room growing up. In Chicago, some people call it like the front room though. But the family room is like kind of where you spend time. And with the 5th house that I rolled earlier, maybe some of you haven't been spending enough time with your kids or your family, and you'll be doing that, or this is like your call to do so. Kind of almost want to look in their book, but it doesn't really talk about reversal there. And then we have privileged lady. So maybe this could have to do with the person coming into your life. Maybe they come from a background, or maybe this has to do with you, or maybe you come from this kind of background. You're going to be seeing your family that's like that, or you're just going to be feeling treated like a queen with this new person. You're going to be like, what? I've never, or king. I've never felt this way before. What is this? Did I say Sagittarius earlier? Did I even? Oh, it was South Node. It rolled over and now it's Mars. I was like, I don't remember seeing that. It was the last group. So I don't know. The fact that I said that, maybe that resonates for some, but it moved over to Mars. So that might confirm when I said privileged lady that this could also be a male energy too. Even though I would say that too, but that must be for someone specific. They're going to make you feel so good. So good. And then we have occupation reversed. So maybe the new person that comes into your life actually will be really well off. Because I kind of got that vibe with the King of Swords that you might be able to stay at home with your family. And you haven't been able to do that before, like with kids or something like that. Some of you may be changing professions. But I don't get it in a negative way here with the privileged lady. I'm getting that in the future with this person, I think they might be someone karmic that you're with. I think they will be pretty well off. Maybe if some of you guys haven't had the fact that I said this earlier, some of you may not have had a house that had 2 different like living areas, like a family room and a living room. And that's kind of privileged to have a house big enough to have 2 rooms like that. So you haven't had that for some of you, and soon you're going to be living a more privileged life, and some of you may not even have to work and may be able to stay at home, spend more time with kids, like I was saying earlier with that 5th house energy. And yeah, life's going to be a lot different. This also could be that you are feeling privileged because you're able to go travel and see family or whoever, just travel in general, if that story resonated with you, and you're going to be taking some time off from work to do so. Yeah, so that is what I have for you, Group 3. I feel like there's a lot there. I hope this resonated. I know there's different stories for different people, but yeah, let me know how it resonated. And if you'd like this reading, if you haven't already, I hope you consider subscribing before you go. And yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. And I hope it means I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.